Hello, welcome to your yoga practice today. I'm Anne. I'm so happy to have you here practicing with me. We are going to do kind of a feel-good class today. So I want you to find a comfortable seat. You're more than welcome to sit up on a bolster or a blanket if you like. And just something where you can sit cross-legged, nice and tall, closing your eyes. And as we begin this journey today, just really tuning in, what do you need from your practice? So let's get started. Once you arrive on your mat, let your palms turn down for grounding, resting them off your knees, finding a tall spine, separating your teeth, relaxing your face. Start to find a flow of your natural breath. Take a moment to really clear the day that you've had. Or maybe potentially if it's the morning, clearing what you have to do today. I like to think of my practice as a mini vacation from the day's activities. I'm stepping away from my to-do list, stepping away from any stressors, and really just moving and breathing. Take a moment, set an intention for your practice today. What do you need from this time you're spending alone? State your intention in the present tense, like it's already happening. And let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, let it go. Let your exhales be a little longer than your inhales. Again, inhale through your nose. Fill it up. Let it go. Again, inhale. When you get to the top of your breath, through your mouth, sip in just a little extra. And let it go. Let your hands migrate onto your thighs. With your next inhale, draw your heart across your right thigh. Chest sweeps forward. Exhale, circle around the back. So we're starting off with Sufi rolls. If you've taken my class in the past, I love, love, love this way of beginning the practice. So really just get into your hips, your spine, your neck and shoulders, whatever you need. Breathe into the spaces that are talking to you today. If you have a tight lower back, or sometimes just we feel awkward in our practice. How can you let that go? Again, we're just moving and breathing today. Allowing ourselves to reset. Maybe we're healing. Maybe we need time to focus. Whatever you need, take the time for yourself. Going inward with each circle around. Tune into your breath. Move it in and out through your nose. There's a soft whisper of ha in the back of your throat, but it's not forced. Next time you come around, switch directions if you like to. Feel free to reach down and just switch the crossing of your legs. Everything you do, for the remainder of your practice is your practice. So if you need to switch positions, do it mindfully. If you need to take a sip of water, do it mindfully. We are paying attention to everything we do. I think, at least I know that I move through the day flinging my body around without even thinking about it most of the time. So how can I be more mindful about my movement? Protect this vessel that you're living in this lifetime on earth. Take care of it. A couple more times around. Start to let each circle get smaller than the previous. Wind up through the crown of your head. Once you get to that tall, still spine, just pause. Flip your palms to face up. Take a moment, just receive already all the goodness that you've created. Let's do just a couple rounds of alternate nostril breathing. So you'll take your right peace fingers, place them at your third eye. You'll use your ring finger and your thumb respectively on right and left side. And we're going to start on the left. So closing off the left nostril, inhale, left side, 2, 3, 4, hold both shut, pause, 2, 3, 4, exhale through the right, 2, 3, 4. Inhale right, hold both shut, exhale left. Inhale left. Hold both shut. Exhale right. Inhale right. Hold. Exhale left. Last round. Inhale left. Hold. Exhale right. Inhale right. Hold. Exhale left. Release your hand down. Just feel that sense of calm. Extend out through your left leg. Keep the right foot tucked in. Send left hand down the left leg, or it can be in or outside of the leg as well. Extend your right arm up and just over your ear. Soften the bottom shoulder out of the ear. Let your head hang, looking down or up, doesn't matter. Breathe into the right rib cage. Reach your right fingers. Keep your right sit bone grounded. So we're opening up that right side body, preparing it for movement. Good. Inhale, come back upright. Turn towards your extended out left leg. Reach both arms up and lengthen towards your foot or your shin, or just grab the mat. Pull left toes back. In this one, you want to think about your shoulders being equal distance to the ground. So a lot of times the right one will want to lift. You just kind of draw it down a little bit. Hugging the navel in, extending through your spine. Less rounding, more extending. Good. And then come back up and just switch your legs. We're just letting our body slowly open up today. Right hand on the leg, left arm up and over. Turn your palm to face inward towards the midline. Soften the bottom elbow and shoulder and extend even further through your left fingertips. And then whatever feels good in your neck, allow yourself to let go of tension. Keep your left sitting bone on the mat. And the most important thing here is breathe. Don't hold your breath to do the pose. Close your eyes or find a drizzy, a focus point to look at. Something that's not going to move. Good. Inhale, come back upright. Turn towards your extended right leg. Just reach both arms up, lengthen, and then fold towards that foot. Pull your toes back, spread the toes, and draw now your left shoulder down a little bit as you get a little bit longer. This helps your lower back and your hips, your legs, just to wake on up. And we're all practicing at different levels of stiffness in our body. So I don't know what you have going on today, but you're just mindful of your movements. Beautiful. Come on up and let's make our way onto hands and knees. Spread your fingers nice and wide on your mat. You try to get all 10 knuckles to really anchor down. Press down through your shins. With your inhale, melt your heart, gaze forward and open your throat. Shoulder blades move down the back. Exhale, rounding spine. Inhale, melting heart. Chest draws forward and through. Exhale, round. Two more times. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Find neutral in your spine. Send your hips back towards your heels and take a brief child's pose, connecting your forehead down towards the earth. Feel a sense of being on the ground here, that grounding energy, that root chakra, Muladhara chakra. What is your foundation? What makes you feel stable, secure, safe? Check in with yourself here. If there's something that's out of balance, let's fix that. Let's work towards feeling that safety, that stability. We can practice through our body, our breath. Let's come up onto hands and knees. Tuck your toes and start off in plank pose. Your perfect plank. The first one's always so challenging. Heels are reaching back and the heart is lengthening forward. You're pushing the ground away and of course you're breathing. We're turning our core on. Your body might tremble if you need it. Your knees can be down here. You're in a place of challenge, but not something that feels so hard that your back is hurting, right? Let's pause for our last 3 breaths. Wake up the body. Wake up that fire inside. Deep breath in with your exhale. You're lifting hips up and back. Let's find our first down dog together. Bending one knee and then the next. Go back and forth like you're pedaling a bicycle here. Spread your toes out, spread your fingers out. Find stillness in the body. Separate your feet to at least hips width. They can go wider. And then slow walks with your hands back to your feet without trying to wag your hips side to side. So you're hugging to the midline, being very aware of your movement. Head hangs heavy. As your head hangs, you can grab across to opposite elbows. Maybe keeping a good deep bend in the knee. Sway gently side to side. Arriving in a place of opening for the backs of the legs. Switch which form is sitting on top. Let's try taking our hands behind the back, interweaving the fingers, pull the palms close together and reach your knuckles up. Feel your chest and shoulders start to open. And really do pay attention to release your neck even more here. And then hands release down to the mat with a soft bend in your knees. Slowly ragdoll up to a stand. You can let your head and your neck, shoulders come up last. Shrug shoulders up, back, and down the back. Again, feet are hips width distance with your toes pointing straight forward. Reach up through the arms. Palms are facing in here. Grab a hold of your right wrist with your left hand and lengthen your right arm up. Ground through your feet and then head over towards the left. And you're actually like you're pulling your right arm to the left. Hips and shoulders are square. Eyes are focused on one spot. Core is engaged. Less is more, friends. Don't go too far. Push down into your right foot. If you can't, you've gone too far. Push down into the right foot. Good. Inhale up through center. Switch your hands. So now grab a hold of the left hand. Make sure the palm is facing in. Lengthen up first. Ground your feet. And then head over towards the right. And you're really like pulling that left arm up and over. Push down into your left foot, and that might even get you to go a little bit further. Eyes still, navel hugging in, hips and shoulders square, so no twisting in the spine here. Take another breath. Beautiful. Come on, back upright. Elbows go wide, just chest opens, gaze up any amount. Inhale, reach for the sky. Bring your palms through your heart center. Exhale, fold through. Again, hug the midline and walk your hands forward. Can you walk your hands forward with looking just between your feet? Once your hands reach down dog, just pause. Let's inhale, glide into plank pose. Knees can be down, especially this first time. Exhale, elbows back towards the rib cage as you lower slow to your belly. Anchor the tops of your feet down. Press into your legs. Roll the shoulders down the back. Use the strength of your spine to lift up into a baby cobra. And then really check in with your neck. Your neck is an extension of the spine, so I don't want you to look too far forward. That feels terrible in the neck. And don't look too far down either. So it's kind of like right in front of your mat. Exhale, slow, lower. Again, inhale, come up into cobra. And the action in the hands here, it's not pushing down. It's almost like your hands are pulling back. That gets your elbows to draw back and together. Shoulders move out of the ears. Exhale, lower. Legs press down firmly. We have one more. Inhale, come up. Bhujangasana, baby cobra. And exhale. Press back up into plank or modified plank with your knees down. Exhale, lift up and back into down dog. Inhale, reach your right leg to the sky, reaching from the inner thigh. Keep awareness in the foot. Spread your toes out. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Coil in right over the top of your push-up. Inhale, foot all the way up and back. Exhale, right knee taps your right tricep. Get that knee up high on your arm. Inhale, foot to the sky, full extension. Right knee taps left tricep, twist here. Ooh, can you actually touch your arm with your knee? Foot to the sky, full extension. Exhale, knee towards chest, round, 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 and then try to step through just with one step. If you can't, help your foot forward. Lower the back knee down to the mat. Relax through the back ankle, spread the toes out, root to rise. Square your hips, square your shoulders. Once you've found balance, sink into a place that feels good in your hips, but not too deep. Breathe. Let's take our right hand, hold on to the left wrist again, reach up, and then lengthen that little bit over towards the right. Eyes are still. Find a place that feels good. It's a pretty deep stretch for your psoas. So allow yourself to just breathe into the front of your left hip. your back. Beautiful. Inhale up through center. Take the elbows out wide, cactus the arms, open your chest. Good. Inhale, arms reach up. If you wish, kiss your palms. Exhale, hands to the earth or grab for your blocks. Shift your hips back, straighten out your front right leg, flex the toes back, lengthen through your spine, and then fold for Ardha Hanuman. Good. Rebend into your front right leg. Ground the left hand down, reach up through the right hand, take a low twist. Draw your left shoulder blade down the back, and then move the right hand back. Good, and then take the right hand all the way up and over, and as you're right at the top, start to turn your pinky finger down. Okay, inhale up, palm turns out, and then hand goes back. So there's a little twist in the wrist to help the shoulder function. Let's do that one more time. Up, 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 up. Here's where you turn your palm in and then come forward and down. Good. Inhale, reach your right hand back up to the sky. Move your hips back. Make sure you can balance here on that back knee, and then free your right leg. Flex your right ankle. Take your extended right arm and reach it over your head. A long line in your body. Beautiful. Bend into your right leg. My toes are kissing the plant. Take your right hand back, grab the outside edge of your ankle, kick your foot into your hand, and then look towards the front left corner of your mat. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe, friends. Got one more full deep breath in. With the exhale, mindfully release hand and foot. Bring that right knee onto the earth. Exhale, twist your right arm underneath the left. Shoulder and the right side of your head comes down. Press into your left hand. That can be enough if you want to. You can wrap your left hand around the back towards your right hip crease, with the option of leaning into your right knee and extending your left foot up. Think about your heel being about hip height. Flex your left foot and turn your toes to point down here. Okay, so you're not twisting so far open. If you do, you're going to flop on your right side. I know a couple of you already did that, which is okay. You fall, you get right back in it. And we're just sticking with whatever variation was kind of calling to you. Take another breath. If your knee is lifted, with the exhale, bring it down. Good. Take your left hand to the ground. Let's just thread our right hand all the way up to the sky. Unwind. And circle your right hand down. Tuck your toes. Plank pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. So some of us are going to our belly for cobra. Otherwise, it's up dog. You pause at the halfway point. Flip to the tops of your feet. Keep your thighs and your knees off the mat. Exhale, down dog. Left leg really mindfully to the sky. Lift from the inner thigh. Reach up and back. Spread your toes out. Exhale, knee to chest or knee to nose. All the way through your arms. Inhale, slow movement, friends. There's no rush. Foot extends all the way back. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. And I really do want you to try to touch your arm. Pick your foot up a little higher. Good. Foot to the sky. Full extension back. Cross under. Tap right tricep. Keep coming until that knee actually connects. Move forward through your shoulders. Inhale, foot to the sky. Knee to nose. Round, 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 round. See if you can step through really mindfully. Lower the back, right knee down, ground through your ankle. Inhale, stretch your arms up. And I always kind of come out of the pose just a little bit. Square everything off. And then choose to sink maybe a little bit deeper in, just depending on how you're feeling here. And if I didn't mention before, you can pad your back knee if you need it, okay? Grab a hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Lengthen up first, and then head over towards the left. And don't let your right hip move back too much. It's kind of staying square. So for most of us, we have to think about moving the right hip forward here. Get into your deep stretch and then just breathe. Eyes are still, that will help you balance. Breath is fluid. Breath is fluid, friends. Try, if you can, to get your exhales to be a little longer than your inhales. Good. Inhale up through center. Reach up through your fingers. Exhale, elbows wide, cactus the arms. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up. Maybe kiss the palms. Exhale, hands to blocks or the earth. Shift back. Shift back, flex the left toes and square your hips. Lengthen through your spine and then fold. I have a little tiny ant friend who keeps crawling onto my mat. The mat must, be sweet. Sweet. It also is green, so it looks like a plant. He knows what he's supposed to do. Lengthen your spine a little bit more and fold in a little bit deeper. Good. Rebend your left leg. Ground down through your right hand and reach up through the left. Take a twist. So the bottom shoulder, I know it's kind of hard to see with this t-shirt I'm wearing. Draw the right shoulder blade down the back and keep your chest open on both sides. Take your lifted left hand and reach back through the fingers. We're just getting some mobility in our shoulder. Good. Inhale, reach it up. Right when you get to the top, turn the palm to face in and then extend the arm all the way to the front. Good. Reaching back up, flip the palm in the center. Exhale, reach towards the back. Let's do that again. Reaching up, flip the palm right overhead. Pinky finger comes down first. Lift up and turn your palm out. Let's shift the hips back. Ground through your right hand and your right shin. Float left leg back. Side plank with your knee down. Top arm extended over the ear. The palm turns down here. Really extend through your fingertips and through your lifted heel. Spread your left toes out. You can either really show up for yourself by really going in and doing the work, or you can kind of just fake through it, right? And that's kind of how we handle our days and our projects and all, maybe our work. We can either put a lot of effort in, or we can just kind of go through the motions. So who are you today? Bend your lifted leg. Grab a hold of the ankle. Kick foot into hand. Lengthen your chest forward and look towards the upper right corner of your mat. And guess what? Some days we have to do that, like fake it till you make it type of practice. And other days we can really go deeper. So it's okay if you're like, I'm just kind of flopping through it. That's okay. At least you showed up. Good. Hand and foot release. Knee comes down. Sweep left arm under right. Shoulder and ear, cheek down. Press into your right hand. Kind of stage 1, stage 2, wrapping right hand around towards your left hip crease with the option to extend back through your right leg. Flex through your ankle, and again, roll your outer right hip down a little bit. Lift from the inner right thigh, reach out through the heel. And more than anything, just make sure you're breathing. You have got this. One more breath in. And exhale, unwind. Knee down, hand down. Sweep left hand back to the sky just to help the body unwind. Beautiful. Circle hand to the mat and find your way into plank. Good. Take a deep breath in. If you're going to hold those knees up, shift forward just a little bit. Exhale halfway. Don't let the heads of your shoulders dip below your elbows. Up dog, inhale. Open your heart. Tone your legs. Pull the belly in. Down dog, exhale. Walk your hands to your feet. Heel toe your feet a touch wider. Toes out, heels in. Malasana squat. One of my very favorite poses. Hands to heart. Elbows pressing to inner thighs or knees. Crown of your head lifting. Maybe eyes closed. Breathe. Feel the rhythm of your breath. Focus just these couple breaths we'll be here for to have nice fluid inhales. And again, make your exhales just slightly longer than the inhales. Option 2, open up for a little twist with me. You'll draw your heart down in between your knees. Reach your right fingers to the right. Shoulder holds your right knee open. Left hand to the sky. Relax your neck. Let it just hang for the last couple breaths. If you're twisting, switch sides. Left fingers reach to the left in front of the left knee. Right hand sweeps up. I always think of like a big eagle soaring to the sky. So get into position and then allow your neck to release. Let any tension just go. Good. Inhale. Bring both hands to the ground. You can meet us here if you stayed centered and just walk your hands forward. Curl your head towards the earth, just rounding your spine. And actually let your tailbone reach back, only if you feel really confident in your ankle strength here. Fingertips reach forward, butt reaches back. Stretch out the spine. Good. Slide your hands in. Lift the hips up. Heel toe your feet in. Good. Take all your weight onto your right foot. Tuck your left foot behind your right. So your pinky toes are lined up. And then you're just folding here. Whew. If that's enough, just stay centered. Otherwise, walk fingers to the right. And they can be on blocks too, my friends. Good. Fingers walk back through center. Switch your feet. So simply just take your right foot and tuck it behind your left. Fold in. And then walk fingers towards left. Good. Hands walk back through center. Unwind your feet. Feet are hips width. Ragdoll up to stand. Ooh. Shrug shoulders up, back, and down the back. Breathe. Take a big wide stance on your mat. So you're going to step your feet wide, turn your toes to face out, your heels to face in, and then come down here. And as you come down, get grounded to a place, pressing the knees open, and you can just start by shifting side to side. Maybe the hands are at your heart. Good. And as you're here, just breathing, feeling a lift through your pelvic floor, but bending the legs deeper. We'll take our right hand onto our right thigh, take your left hand up and over, and just really reach your side body as you stretch. Pause and breathe. Press your knees apart. Yes. And then fan the arms up and over towards the left. Right fingers will reach. Pause and breathe. Go deeper in the legs. Good. Let's go one more time each side. You've got this. Heading over towards the right. Really reach to your left fingers. And fan the arms up and over towards left. Really reaching through right hand. Good. Inhale through center. Kiss your palms. Stand up tall. Star pose. Open up. Bring your hands to heart. Toes in, heels slightly out. Lift your chest. Hands can be on your hips. I like this because you can just kind of use your thumbs at the back of your hips to start helping lean yourself forward. And at the same time, feeling how the pelvis is tipping here. Strengthen your legs. Head gets heavy. Hands can slide down your legs to your outer ankles. Strengthen your legs. Breathe. Let's try taking our hands through our legs if that's feasible. If it isn't, don't do that part. Palms will face down and you're walking your fingertips through the legs, and maybe you can go a little deeper. Tone your legs here. Make sure you're even on your heels and toes. Last arm position, hands behind your back. Interweave your fingers, pull your palms close, lift your knuckles up. So not up and over the back of the head, just up, like you're lifting your shoulders out of your neck. Free your neck. Good, beautiful. Release your hands to the ground, elevate up through your heart, heels turn in, toes turn out, bend your right leg, Skandasana, hips go back. Good, inhale, center bend left leg, Skandasana. Good, one more time, right leg, and left leg. Good. Pause in the center. Toes turn in. Fold one last time. Move your hands to your hips and reverse your way out of it. Push and root down through your feet to rise on up. Step to the front of your mat. Kiss your hands at your heart. Take a deep breath in. Let your breath go. Inhale, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, fold all the way through. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Fold in and step back with your left foot. Leave your right foot at the top of your mat. Stay on the ball of your back foot. You're on blocks or you're on fingertips here. Keep your hips pretty low. Melt your heart and gaze forward. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, reaching chest forward and through. Exhale, round. Good. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Root through your feet. Inhale, rise up to a crescent lunge. You can do this also with the back knee down if you need to modify. Bring your hands to heart center. Lengthen through your side body. Draw your left upper arm across your right thigh. Strengthen your back leg. Press down through the right hand and spiral open. As we twist, if our back leg is lifted, that leg is solid, friends. Eyes still. That will help you balance. Shoulders out of ears. Extend longer through your heart. Go a little deeper. Good. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Good. Unwind fingers to the mat. Ground down through your palms and reach your right foot back into a hovering plank. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot and extend your right hand up. Right arm up and over ear, palm down. That long shape in the body. Try to lengthen out through your torso for another 3, 2. place your right tippy toes behind the left leg like a little kickstand and lift the hips up. So it's either a side bend or you can do more of a back bend here. Take an extra breath in. Good. Bringing right hand to the mat. Extend right leg up to the sky. Good. Bring right knee towards left tricep and thread your leg through here. Roll to the instep of your back left foot. Left hand up. Left hand up and over your ear. Get into your side body. Breathe. Good. Circle left hand down to the mat. Let's try to bring our right foot into our chest and all the way to the sky. Bend your knee, open your hip up here. Good. Right knee behind right wrist, foot to the left for pigeon. You can modify on your back if you need to. Inch your left knee back. Do not just collapse down. Come up onto your fingertips or use blocks here if you need to. Lengthen up out of your back leg. So I want you to peek at your back foot and make sure the toes are pointed straight back. Lengthen out of your back leg, lengthen your spine, and then you can fold over your front shin. Use your props if you need something below your right hip. Take that. Something below your chest. You can simply mindfully rest on your forearms or lay your chest all the way flat. We have about 8 breaths here. Come back again to that breath that's nice and fluid, with the exhales just slightly longer than the inhales. Let the tension in your hips start to dissolve. Be aware of all the unnecessary stressors you might have stuffed down into your hips. Any old thoughts or feelings, any old stories. Crawl up onto your hands. You're going to sit off onto your right hip. Okay, and then mindfully take your left hand behind your left thigh and help the leg all the way around until you're tucking your left foot in front of your right knee. And you can straighten your right leg out, and if you're on your back, you'll meet us here. Sit up nice and tall. Take your left hand behind you. Reach your right arm up, 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 up. Twist right elbow across left thigh. Rinse it out. Root through both sitting bones. Lift through the crown of your head. The act of twisting, detoxify your spine. Breathe here, friends. I know I've said it like 75 times, but it's just a reminder to make your breath more mindful, especially while you're on your mat. But the more we practice here, the more you'll notice that when things get tough, when things feel stressful, you might just happen to naturally deepen your breath to work through it. Let's inhale, unwind back to center. Little fun transition. You're going to push into your left foot, fingers to the mat, and extend your right leg up, 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 up. And it's a standing splits. Square the right hip off. Walk your hands in and maybe grab a hold of your left leg with one or both hands. Wrap the outer right hip down if it's opening. Mine wants to open all the time, so just do your best. Extend through your lifted leg. Strengthen that leg up. Take an extra breath. Relax your neck. And both feet to the back. Let it go. Hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Sweep your arms up. Reach. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach for the sky. Last bit of work here, friends. Exhale, fold. Lengthen your spine and step your right foot back. Find your runner's lunge. Rise to your fingertips or use blocks underneath your hands here. Melt your heart gaze forward. Inhale. Hips stay low. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, melting heart. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Root down through your feet. And remember, you can lower your back knee down if you need. Rise up to crescent lunge. Crescent, squaring hips and shoulders, sinking into legs. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a lengthening breath through the back leg and through the spine. With your exhale, right upper arm hooks over left thigh. Strengthen the back leg even more. Press down through the left hand and spiral open. Hug your left hip in and back. Find your eyes still on one spot. Hold a focus point with your eyes. Find your drishti. Good. Take a deep breath in. Stay for the exhale. Good. Inhale, unwind your hands to your mat. Root down through your palms and reach back through your left foot. Float it into plank. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot. The foot must be flexed. Left hand starts to the sky. And once you've found your balance, extend it up and over your ear. Breathe. Gently bend your left knee and place just your foot behind your right leg like a kickstand. Lift your hips up for a side stretch or more of a heart opener. Nice work. Let's go to down dog, left leg extending to the sky. Cross under your body, left knee towards your right tricep. Once you get there, extend your leg through and roll to the instep of your back foot. Top arm up and then up and over ear with your palm facing down. Breathe into your side body. Awareness of your practice. Good. Circle. Hand to the mat. Head to down dog. Bend your knee. Open your hip up. And scoot left knee behind your left wrist. Foot towards the right. Come to your fingertips and inch your right knee back. Taking time to look at the back right foot. Make sure the toes are straight back here. Lift up out of your back leg and out of your lower back. Keep the length of your spine as you extend forward as you're folding. And again, blocks underneath your left hip, underneath your chest, your forehead, whatever you might need. Find a place to be still. Focus on the fluid breath. Releasing the layers of stressors from your hips. When we show up on our mat, that's half the battle. When we actively breathe, we're even closer. When we move and get into these positions, no matter whatever emotions they bring up, and we breathe into whatever we're experiencing, that's when the tiny little shifts start to happen. And when you're consistent and those shifts are happening more and more, it can feel like a big change, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, all three. We connect to a deeper layer of ourselves. And whether you're at the beginning of your yoga journey or you've been here for years, there is always something new to learn each time on your mat. Learn about yourself. And really stop worrying what anybody else thinks or does. Food for thought. Let's come up onto your hands. That little fun transition. So you're going to lean over into your left hip and help your right leg scoop it around. Take your right foot, hook it over your left knee. Just sit up tall, get both butt bones on the ground. Right hand behind, left arm up, lengthen, and then take your elbow to the outer right knee. You can always do less if you need. Lift up, and then twist a little deeper. And sometimes you might see me doing Gyan Mudra, touching my thumb to my index finger. That's kind of a natural place that I go to in a lot of poses. And it just helps that positive energy flow and the negative energy dissolve. You can try it in your practice. It's a great way to connect, to meditate, to really be in tune more than anything. Last breath in. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, unwind. You can kind of move that right foot forward a little if you want. Push off the back leg and extend your left leg up. Standing splits. Lift it up and then square your hips off. Let your head hang. Walk your hands back. The outer left hip wraps down if it's really lifted. One hand or both hands around your standing leg, optional. Look towards the back of your mat with your eyes. That helps you from cranking on your neck. Lift from the inner left thigh just a little bit more. Extend that lifted leg just a little bit more. Exhale, bring both feet to the mat. Both feet are close. Squat down low, walk your hands back, and sit your butt down. Let's come into a boat pose here. Grand finale of work. Pick your feet up off the ground, spread your toes out. Feel a floint, so it's a half flex, half point. Lengthen your spine, and if you can hold that and reach your arms out, do that. If you can straighten your legs, do that. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Right knee in, lower halfway down. Take your hands back behind your head. Interlace your fingers. Scoop through your shoulders, so lift up a little higher. Turn to the right, and let's pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Center your shoulders, switch your legs, and then head towards the left. Scoop your belly down and lift up for 10, 9, 8. You've almost finished. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Both legs up in a V, arms out. Lift your shoulders higher and then lower to a place where you feel like it's challenging. Maybe it's hovering, maybe it's lifted more, and then pulse your hands up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees in, head down. Little goes a long way. Rock gently side to side here. Let's open up the front of our hips and our core, so feet to the mat, arms alongside your hips. Lift up for bridge pose. Walk your shoulders in a little. You can interlace your hands or you don't have to. Scoop the sit bones under and lift up through your heart. Thighs squeeze like you have a yoga block between your knees. Breathe. Good. Shoulders walk apart. Come down. Let your knees fall together. Just let yourself sit for a moment. We're going to do one more of those. And you have the opportunity, if you have a full wheel in your practice and you want to come up, you can. That's not me today. I have a bum shoulder, so it's not appropriate. But 2 healthy wrists and 2 healthy shoulders, you can come up. So when you're ready, press down through your feet, knees are hips width, feet are hips width, lift up. From this point, if you're coming into wheel, you put your hands up by your head. So you want to come through bridge first. If you're in bridge, you want to go a little deeper, walk your shoulders in, And maybe you interlace. I'm going to try that. This time, if you interlace your hands, push the wrists into the ground. That will help you just open up a little bit more. Keep your knees from going too far apart. Last couple breaths. And come down slow. Widen your shoulders first. Come down. Feet go as wide as your mat. Knees will drift towards the right. A really nice long open twist. Helpful for unwinding your lower back. This is a great pose if you're pregnant. Got knees through center. Twist them now over towards left. Bring your knees to center and move your way into happy baby pose. So grab through the inner knees, grab the outer edges of feet, draw your knees down, widen across your chest. The only work should really be in your hands here. Draw your tailbone back to the mat. If you're really curled up, you can always grab behind your hamstrings or grab your ankles if you can't get your feet. We're going to change this, so we're bringing our soles of our feet together, interlace your hands behind the backs of your feet, and then let your knees go wider and try to extend a little bit longer through your spine. That feels so good for my lower back. And then bring your knees into your chest. If you need something else, please honor that. Squeeze your knees in, take a deep breath in. Exhale. Let's stretch out onto our back. We're going to do just a couple rounds of 3-part breathing to really unwind here from our practice. So bring one hand to belly and one on to your chest. So we'll do one full breath into each compartment just so you can find it, and then we'll link it together. So start with your belly. Inhale deep into your belly. The belly should actually rise here. Exhale everything out through the mouth. Through your nose, inhale into your mid-lungs, your ribs. Somewhere between your belly and your chest. And exhale, let it go. Inhale into your chest. Exhale. Let's put that together. Inhale 1/3 into belly, 1/3 into ribs, the rest into your chest. Exhale everything out all at once. Inhale into belly, ribs, chest. Exhale. Inhale belly, ribs, chest. Let it go. 2 more rounds. Inhale belly, ribs, chest. Let it go. Inhale belly, ribs, chest. Let it go. Let your breath just slow down. I'm going to spend the last minute just being still in our Shavasana. If you have time for a longer one, please stay when we finish. Don't get up now. Do yourself the favor of this last minute. Soften your face, your jaw. Relax your hands, your hips. Feel the whole body relax. Feel the whole body let go. You are so much more than the way you look, than who you are in society. You're something deeper. Let's take time to get in touch with that deeper thing that lives inside each and every one of us. It's that thing that only you can see with your mind's eye, only you can feel with your own energy. Once you get in touch with that deeper layer of yourself, what's important to you on the outside will shift. Things will get easier. There will be less resistant energy in your day-to-day life. If you want to stay on your back, stay on your back. Otherwise, take a little bit of a deeper breath and let it go, wiggling your fingers and your toes, bending your knees and rolling to one side, migrating up without opening your eyes to a comfortable seated meditation. When you get upright, turn your palms to face up, receiving all of the energy of your practice. Take the last couple breaths here just for you. Nobody else can have your time but you. Slowly move your hands together, real slowly, until they kiss in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra. Tune into this feeling that you have right now. Allow yourself to capture the positive energy that you've created. And you can store that and save it for another part of your day that you might find you need it. May the divine in me greet and honor the divine in you. Namaste, friends. Thanks for joining me. I hope to see you again real soon. I'm Anne. Don't forget to subscribe and let me know if you like class in the comments. I'll see you next time.